Hey, it's Patricia Murphy. It's Wednesday, and this is Seattle Now. Most of us have a long wait before we can get a vaccine for COVID, but many healthcare workers have already gotten their first injections, like ICU nurse Nicole Johnson. In a minute, we'll talk with her about the impact of this moment, but first, let's get you caught up. Investigators are working to figure out what caused a Burlington Northern oil freighter to derail near Ferndale Tuesday. 7 cars left the track, 2 caught fire. There were no injuries, but a thick plume of toxic smoke forced evacuations in the town of Custer and shut down I-5 in both directions. The train was carrying crude oil to the Phillips 66 refinery in Ferndale. Department of Ecology officials couldn't say how long a cleanup would take. Quick note, Burlington Northern is a KUOW underwriter. An orchard in Okanogan County says it will appeal a $2 million fine levied after 2 guest workers died from COVID-19. Almost 300 others at the orchard tested positive for COVID or had symptoms of the disease in July. A state investigation found Geber's farm operations repeatedly and purposefully broke safety rules, including limits on how many workers could sleep and eat together. And Alaska Airlines has a new agreement to buy more Boeing 737 MAX jets. The Seattle-based airline is looking to replace more than 100 Airbus jets it picked up when it acquired Virgin Atlantic. The MAX jet was only recently cleared to fly again by the FAA. It was grounded following 2 crashes that killed 346 people. Nicole Johnson has been treating COVID patients for months now. She's an ICU nurse at the University of Washington Medical Center, and on Friday, she got her first injection of the Pfizer vaccine. Nicole is here today to tell us about getting the vaccine and what it means for her and other frontline workers. Nicole, great to talk to you. Thanks for taking the time.
It's my pleasure. It's such an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and just an audio note, it is pouring outside, so if you hear rain, that's what's going on our end. So, Nicole, you were vaccinated on Friday. Tell me what that was like for you.
It was absolutely exciting, honestly. I could barely sleep the night before, but just like a regular shot, just went in, stung a little bit. I did get a headache a couple hours later, but that resolved by the end of the day, and my arm was sore just for 2 days, but nothing major. And it is amazing to think that my immune system is creating antibodies right now to this virus. It's so exciting.
Yeah. You said you had trouble sleeping. What were you thinking about?
It was like Christmas. I was like, I'm going to get vaccinated. Like, this is the way forward. This is the future. This is so exciting.
It's truly amazing that you are the tip of the spear as a healthcare worker, and now you're the tip of the spear in our recovery effort. That is such a special place to be in. Tell me about what your work life has been for you during the pandemic.
It's been terrifying. It's been absolutely terrifying. I think we get used to it, but you still have this low level of fear and anxiety that doesn't leave you and stays throughout your shift. And then, you think and hope to God that when you come home, that you scrub yourself enough or that you're not going to give it to your family. So that real palpable fear, we all have it. I mean, we don't talk about it every day, but we all have it.
Yeah, even though you're in all of this gear that's supposed to protect you from this virus, you still feel that sense that it is out of your hands in some ways. And
we do a really good job of protecting ourselves, but we're humans and we can make mistakes. And you think, did I wipe everything down enough? Did I just touch my face? You worry that maybe I just infected myself.
Yeah. Now that you have been vaccinated, will it change things for you? Will you still have to put the same equipment on and do the same level of protecting yourself?
Absolutely. I will still protect myself in the same way. But you know what? I will not have that fear. I will not have that fear, that undercurrent of fear that we have. It'll be gone. And that is amazing. I mean, it will take some time, right? It'll take a few weeks, but that's why my friends and I are so excited. It's like we won't have to be literally scared all the time.
To do your jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you still are going to be taking care of very sick patients with COVID.
Yes. Yes. But and the other thing that will change is I will volunteer to take care of more of those patients, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You said that this is the future. Tell me what the future is like with a vaccine.
This is the opportunity to, squash COVID. We haven't had anything to kill it or to prevent the spread. And so this is the way forward. Vaccination is the way that we can all get back to traveling again, seeing our friends and family. That's how we're going to get it. We've been on the defensive with this disease for 10 months. This is our first shot of hope. It's a literal shot of hope.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. Because we have a real chance at fighting this thing and being on the offensive for the first time.
Now that you have the vaccine, you are one of the few people who can actually visualize a future that's safer around COVID. What do you see?
I see us being able to see our friends and family. I see us being able to go into a bustling market. I see us being able to, get on a plane and fly wherever we want. Go to Europe. Go to wherever it is that you want to go. Go to a ball game. Go to a movie theater. All of these things that we just took for granted. I can't wait to go have a fancy dinner inside a restaurant. That would be so great. But all we have, this is the way forward. Slowly we'll all get vaccinated, and then we'll have herd immunity through vaccination. And then we can squash this thing and get back to, hopefully, a life that resembled what we had before.
And maybe with a new appreciation for all of the things in our lives, because boy, man, there's a lot of stock being taken right now.
Absolutely. I can't wait to have a party with my friends. Just throw a party. It'd be so great.
Do you understand people who are hesitant about this vaccine, who have concerns?
Yeah. Because a lot of people have a lot of questions about it. But I do understand that people are fearful. This is a new technology. Well, it's a new vaccine, sorry. It's not a new technology. It's been around for about 10 years, but I do understand. But for those people that are not afraid, who want to get it, I believe it's our civic duty. It's our civic duty to get vaccinated.
What's the first thing you're going to do when enough people are safely vaccinated that we can freely move about?
Go see my parents. Go see my parents for sure. Go get on a plane, go see them, hug and kiss them.
How long's it been?
It's been since I've hugged and kissed them since February. So 10 months. I have seen my parents a couple times from 6 feet away. My dad got sick in April and had to be hospitalized with pneumonia. And we thought for a minute it was COVID pneumonia. So that was absolutely terrifying. And I would just love to just go and see him and hug him for sure.
They must be thrilled that their daughter is one of the first people vaccinated.
They are. They're so thrilled. They're so thrilled. And they, they've been really scared. And so they've just been you're going to get it first. You're going to get it first, which is hard for me. It was hard for me to believe that, but I was hopeful for sure. And now it's happened.
Nicole Johnson, thank you very much for telling us about your vaccine experience and for the work that you do.
Thank you.
Nicole also hosts the Found Down podcast, a show about untold nursing stories. They did an episode this week debunking myths about the COVID vaccine. You can find the show by searching for Found Down in your podcast app or going to founddownpodcast.com. There's a link in the show notes. Seattle Now is produced by Clare McGrane, Caroline Chamberlain Gomez, Sophie Reed, and Jason Pagano. Matt Jorgensen does our music. I'm Patricia Murphy. See you tomorrow. As this memorable year comes to an end, it's good to know we got through it together. KUOW has been able to bring you programming that broadens your perspective, thanks to our members who step up to support this work. If KUOW has been there for you at some point in the past year, consider making a financial gift to ensure a new year of telling important stories about our community. Use the link in our description to make your gift today. And thanks.